Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to finally be back making videos, but I'm extra excited because for 2026, I am starting with a new kind of planner for myself, and I've seen a lot of videos about it, but this is as far as I got on opening it. I am going to open it with you guys, and then I am going to do my little beginning of the year setup. It is a little late. Today is January 3rd, but I missed the restock. So anyway, here we go. So first of all, in the Sterling ink box, you get this really cute little card with some art on one side. And on the other side, they've got some ways to use your planner. 30-day planning challenge, monthly journal prompts, vision board guide, and how to plan guide. And they've got a little QR code that you can scan to see the stuff that they've got for you there. Then you also get this little envelope here of some Sterling ink items. I received this beautiful little square with "Don't know where to start? Scan here to get original hand-painted stickers." So it's a QR code to their website. Also, sorry if you just heard the furnace turn on in the background. It is cold outside today. And also this card of their freebies. So it looks like it's the theme of this square and some little stickers that go with it. Okay, so I said I was using something new this year. I've decided to go with the Complete Planner, which from what I understand is a new planner for Sterling ink this year. But the reason I chose to go with this is because I end up either never looking at my weekly spreads or never looking at my daily spreads because they're not in the same place. And so as I open this and we'll look at it, the weeks in this planner go right alongside the daily pages. Okay, so as I open this up, you'll see that there is this beautiful art card that's got the calendars for 2026. This comes with every planner purchase, I believe. So there's that. And here she is. I got the gray, I think. I don't remember their names. Sorry, Sterling ink. But it's this like charcoal gray color. And I got it with the gold page edges. Please excuse me for a moment while I figure out how to cut this without messing up the gold foiled edges. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So obviously it comes in this plastic wrapper. It says the sale's final. You can't return it if you take it out of this. That's okay, because I want the sale to be final. I'm going to use this bad boy. Okay. So just a quick flip through, and then I'm going to go away off camera and sort of pencil in what I want to do, and then I'll come here and set it up with you guys. So you have the opening page that just says this is the A5 Complete Common Planner for 2026. Then you have the yearly outlook that has the same calendar on it that was on this planner card. It's just on the paper. Then you've got 2 notes pages. I may use this for some sort of vision board. I haven't decided yet, but I'll come back and let y'all know what I decided. I'll do it on camera. Then we have the goal breakdown with someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily goal spaces. The yearly tracker space. Then our quarterlies. Then we have the monthly spread. Here is December. Then you've got the 2 notes pages, the last week of December. So we are here right now where we're starting with January. So this is today. So I'm gonna set this spread up on camera. But then the best part, and this is why I chose this planner for this year, I have my dailies for that week. And I don't know if you can hear, but the pages are kind of sticking together a little bit with that gold foiling as I'm turning them for the first time. But so you have the entire month, and then you'll have a note page, potentially 2 note pages depending on the month. Then the next month, note pages at the beginning, weekly spread, and then your daily pages again. At the end of every week, here it's 2 pages, then the next weekly spread. This part was just weird because it was a week that crossed over for 2 months. But when you don't have that happening, you've got your 7 daily pages and then 1 note page before the next week. So I'm gonna skip to the end because after, all right, this calendar goes to January 3rd of 2027, and then we have quite a few little note pages. In my video, I am going to set up one of these note pages, at least one, as like a pen test page. I know they use the Tomoe River paper, so I want to make sure we all know about the fiasco from last year's Tomoe River paper, and I had to rearrange every single thing that I used in my planner because of the Tomoe River paper disaster of 2025. So I'm gonna definitely test out everything that I want to use on my pages here before it ever touches my weekly or monthly or daily pages up front. And then in the back, we've got a pocket here that you can store stuff in. There we go. Got a pocket that you can store things in. It's actually a pretty good sized pocket. So we can store things, and then there is this lovely strap to hold it closed. One other thing that I really like about this planner that I have not mentioned yet is we have not 1 but 2 ribbons that I am going to use to mark my daily and maybe my monthly pages, or maybe my habit tracker pages. I haven't decided yet. So anyways, here's the planner that I've got. I'm gonna take a minute to sort of put sticky notes for what I want where, and then I'll come back in on camera. I will do my initial setup and get me caught up through today, January 3rd. Be back in a minute. All right, y'all, it's time. I'm gonna go in and get a few things set up. I've gone through on the pages that I know that I want to set up and put some sticky notes with what I want to have on that page. And then we'll go set those things up. But the first thing I want to do, because we all know how that Tomoe River paper thing went last year, is I'm going to come back here and do my pen test. I have put just a piece of blotter paper underneath because what I don't want is bleed through. So we're going to test a bunch of the stuff that I use on a regular basis in my planner just to make sure that everything is going like I want it to. So let's see. No, I don't want to do it that way. All right, so I'm gonna get a mild liner. Just gonna label it. All right, so that looks really light because it is, but what I like to do is come back around and do a little border around it. So instead of having to color in the lines, I just use a chisel tip and then outline, which gives you that much cleaner look. if you're not perfect at coloring in the lines, which I am not. Okay, so I am going to first test, I'm going to do a swatch of an ink that struggles sometimes. All right, so this is Leonardo Blue, and I'm just going to hit it with, I have a little ink muddler. Uh-oh. I think it's in this. Ah. It's being blocked by my lamp, but I got it. Okay, I have a little ink muddler, so I'm just gonna. We'll just see how that works. I don't anticipate this being great, just because I just splotched a whole bunch of ink on the paper, but that's okay. I just want to see what it does. All right. That way, by the time I get done with all of my other stuff, hopefully this swatch will be dry and I'll be able to actually look at the back of the page. Okay, next thing, I'm gonna get one of the darker colors of a Tombow dual brush pen. Let's see. All right, I also want to test the Tombow Furunosuke brush pen, but now I have to find it because it is not sitting where, ooh, I know where it is. I'm gonna dig it out of my Esterbrook little pen nook thing. There we go. That's that guy. Okay, next thing is I want to try some mild liners. So I'm going to get some of the like darker colors. This is it doesn't say its color in English, so I'm just going to grab a couple of different colors. I'm going to assume that the inks that they use in these things are relatively equivalent, but not exactly. So I'll just do a few of them. All right, this pen, I got it from Amazon. I've seen a lot of people using it. It's just some cheap something or another, but it feels really nice. It's got a little roller ball there. That's a good like fidget thing. And then it's a nice little gel pen, so. Don't know the name. We're just gonna call it Amazon gel pen. Now I need to test a stamp pad. I have a couple of different stamp pads that I'm going to test because they have a variety of different inks in them. Well, now, oh, there it is. Okay, so I have Ranger Archival ink in jet black. I have Versamagic Midnight Black, a little drop, and then I have, I don't know where I got this, but it's a nice little black. So we'll see how each of these does. So first, this little guy. Oh, looks like he's dying. Okay, maybe that's not relevant. Okay, now the Ranger Archival ink. And the Versa Magic. Oh no, is it dying too? Ugh. Dang. Okay, well, clearly I don't use stamps very often. So that was just to make sure that I knew what that is. All right, and now I'm gonna try a variety of fountain pen inks that I have in my pens that are currently inked up. And I love these, and they will hopefully give me a range of ideas for how this will do. Now I just have to go and find the day that I wrote it out in my previous planner so that I know what inks that I have. Please hold. Okay. Turns out I don't have that list and I don't know where it went. So we'll just go with what I've got. Okay, so the big one that I want to test is, this is my TWSBI in the Irish Green and Onyx, but it's got a stub nib on it. I'm gonna zoom this out here a little bit. It has a stub nib on it, and so it puts down a lot of ink. I absolutely love that color of ink. Okay. I'm trying to see. I have no idea if I'm even in focus. Well, we'll find out when I go to edit. All right, this one is another TWSBI. This one is the Eco Tea with a broad nib. And this, I know this one is a TWSBI ink. Give me a second, I'm checking my computer because I have a list of it here. Royal Purple. Here is my Esterbrook Esty, the Bungu Box collaboration, the Kingfisher. And that's an extra fine. And then the last one is the Esterbrook Esty in the Jurassic. And I currently have an extra fine nib there. Oh, I do have one more. Oops. Last one. This is my Leonardo Mosaico in the mango colorway. Okay, so that covers everything that I wanted to see. Everything that I wanted to see on this pen test page. So I don't know if you can see here, I'm just gonna hold it down, but I see no feathering at all, not even in my swatch, which is fantastic. Okay, this is shocking to me. I'm incredibly happy with this. Okay, so this is the back of the swatch. There's definitely ghosting, but I would almost not even call that bleeding. And I was very heavy-handed on that ink. In fact, it's still not dry. So, pen test. Looks good. All right, I'm going to stop here, let this dry, and then we're gonna go back to the other pages. And we're back. Okay, so I have gone ahead and removed, whatever. I've moved to a different page. I left my blotter paper there because it wasn't fully dry, but it was close enough. Now I want to come over here and talk about my goal breakdown. So I only have a few goals for the year at this point. You would think that knowing I had this planner coming, I would think about that stuff a little bit more. And the answer is, you would be wrong. I did think about them, but while I love the Sterling ink breakdown of the goals, some of my goals don't fit well into this situation, and some of them I just really need more time to think. So I'm going to come in here and write down my goal categories, and then I'll fill those in on my own a little bit later. But right now, my goal categories, sorry, I have to tilt this, are health or weight, exercise, and for my social media birth big plans stuff. And we're gonna say that this is YouTube and Instagram, because there's no way, like, I'm not doing a daily video on YouTube for this. I'm just not, literally never gonna get to that point, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to have some different daily breakdowns for that. So that is that. Not me over here trying to dry it. That's the only problem with using a stub nib, is it lays down a lot of ink. Just boop, 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 boop. This is a piece of leather that I received with a notebook from Galen Leather, and it's just a piece of leather, and I use it kind of like a blotting paper, or yeah, I use it like a blotting paper. All right, the next thing is the yearly tracker, and I think what I want to do is I want to track my number of steps and my number of exercise minutes for January. My concern is whether or not I'll be able to keep this up all year, or if I'll want to change it. So what I'm not gonna do is write this down. Or maybe I'll write it on, you know what? I'm gonna write it on the first half of the year, and then the second half of the year, if I want to change my plan, I can do that. Now, one thing I do want to touch on, and I will talk about this later as well, when I'm doing my quarterly goals, is I have a treadmill desk set up. It's not actually a treadmill desk, it's my 2020, but I wanted to do the thing and for less money, so I went and bought some wood, like DIY situation. So, but the thing is, when you're sitting like this, typing on a desk, you're not counting your steps. So I'm gonna have kind of like both of these things recorded, and then I'm gonna highlight if I met my goal for the day. So I'm gonna pull up really quick the last couple of days, since this, unfortunately, we already started the year. Let's see. And unfortunately, when I'm at home, I don't get a ton of steps in, but that's why I'm also doing like exercise minutes versus steps. So and I'm gonna have to come back and highlight yesterday for this, because I need to let that ink dry some. But that is my idea, is number of steps and exercise minutes. And then if I decide in July that I want to change it, then I can label it something different here. So that's where I'm at there. Okay. Next is my Q1 quarterly goals business. So I have this long-term goal of running a marathon. I would like to do that before the end of 2027. That's the goal. But the thing is that I, to be completely honest, way too much to do that comfortably at this point in my life. So most of this year I am gonna start exercising, and I do have things working towards exercise goals, but most of this year is going to be about getting my weight down so that then I can more comfortably work towards those exercise goals. So that's what is happening here. Rotate my camera here. Alright, this one seems like a really small number. Breakfast at home 3 times a week. I'm talking about during the work week. The weekends are a given, so that's for the work week. Okay, there is my goals listed out, and now it's time to mark down what I'm tracking for January. so these are the only things that I'm going to be tracking for January. Steps, exercise, like that all kind of rolls into one. Diet soda only if I'm eating breakfast from home and if I'm bringing lunch from home. And again, these are particularly for work week things. Then my dinner veggies, do I get at least 64 ounces of water a day, and then no spend. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna set up with you guys today, but I am back in action. Let me rotate us back over here. Whee. Okay, we're back in action. Hopefully my goal, one of my YouTube goals, is to do at least one video a month. I am in the middle of a rigorous grad school program. This is my second semester of my PhD. So, you know, this is what you get. I'm gonna do my best to continue posting because I'm also, you know, working a full-time job. So, all right, well, thank you for setting up this new planner with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.